All right, so that, of course, is the ceremony that was unfolding at Oslo for the Nobel Peace Prize that's been awarded to Ms. Mikado. Now, over 2 years of war and 2 months of imposed ceasefire on the Gaza Strip, the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel is at a critical juncture. And around this time, the Israeli troops took the reporters on the ground to show what they described as the Hamas's tunnel network. Take a look at this report.
One after another, the Israeli soldiers squeeze through narrow passage and enter an embedded network of tunnels in southern Gaza. Inside the dark and twisted route, some bowed their heads to avoid hitting the ceiling, while watching their step as they walked over or around jagged concrete, crushed plastic bottles and tattered mattresses. On Monday, the Israeli Defense Forces took reporters on the ground to the southernmost tip of Gaza, Rafah, the city which was home to a large number of Palestinians that IDF troops seized last year.
And right behind you is basically a secret part of the tunnel that was uncovered by us. It was concealed first by the basically cement walls that you see all over. And while we worked there for a year and a half, we found a lot of these. And we uncovered more and more of the tunnel, eventually uncovering more than 7 kilometers of tunnel network and more than 80 rooms.
Israel banned international journalists from entering Gaza since the war began over 2 years ago, except for rare, brief visits supervised by military such as this one.
We are in a tunnel in Rafah. You can see how narrow it is, but Israel says that this is one of the main tunnels in Rafah, that it is a complex tunnel, stretches for about 10 kilometers and has dozens of rooms. Israel said that top commanders were here during the war, including Mohammed Sinwar, the brother of Yahya Sinwar, one of the architects behind the October 7th attack. Now the body of Hadar Golden was found here. He was a soldier. His body was kept by Hamas in Gaza for more than 10 years and was recently returned.
The army hasn't decided what to do with the tunnel. It could seal it with concrete, explode it, hold it for intelligence purposes, among other options. Driving around Rafah, one can see towers of mangled concrete, wires and twisted metal lining the roads. Few buildings still standing, but none unscathed. Remnants of people's lives remain scattered the ground. Last week, Israel announced its decision to reopen the Rafah crossing, but only for people to leave the strip. For Palestinians, the fear of not returning to their ancestral land still remains even after 2 months of ceasefire.
The ceasefire is at a critical moment right now, with phase 1 nearly to be done, and phase 2, which has a lot of these thornier issues that still aren't sorted out. Israel wants Hamas to disarm and for Gaza to be completely demilitarized. Hamas wants Israel to withdraw from the area that it controls. There needs to be an international stabilization force. It's unclear who is going to take part in that. So there's still a lot of questions as phase 1 is nearing its end and phase 2 is expected to begin.
Hamas says there will be no movement to the next phase of truce unless Israel ends its continued violations. On its part, Israel remains adamant to completely demilitarize and eliminate Hamas from Gaza. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.